Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Sonic Unleashed HD for the PS3. In the last part, we restored Missouri and Apatos, and now we're going to continue here and go to Spagonia. Now, before I go to the night stage, I wanted to show off the little shop here. Basically, I think, in every continent you can find a shop in the Village Hub world, and basically you can go there, buy flags, frames and stuff like that, and a bunch of different types of food, records and stuff like that. Which these things, like the bookshelf, TV, and gramophone, these three things are what you'll need to store a lot of the items you get. Like the bookshelf will be used to store all the books you find in the levels. The TV will be, well, obviously will be there so you can view cutscenes that I think you find them through the VHS tapes. And a gramophone, as you'd think, would be for like music, so you have the records. So yeah, but I'm not going to be bothering with a lot of this stuff. I'm purely going to focus on chili dogs. The reason being is that chili dogs are possibly the best item you can have for experience outside of hot dog missions. So you basically go to inventory, and you keep feeding Sonic chili dogs, and as you can see, they give him 30 experience each time. Now, there are these hot dog missions. I don't know if we've seen a hot dog stand yet, but essentially when you finish a continent, I think you only need to do one of the two stages. I think you only have to do day or night. You don't have to do both. And then during the day, for instance, during the day, in like Missouri or something, we'd be able to do the hot dog missions because we did the day stage. Wait, I thought it looked like Chip just pushed that. Anyways, I want to go back because I saw a sun medal over here, so I don't want to pass that up. But yeah, chili dogs, I'm going to be using them quite a lot to get a good amount of experience. So yeah, like I'm not going to be doing town missions. I'm most likely going to tackle the extra stages, but in terms of like doing town missions and like talking to people to get missions done, I'm not going to be doing that. So if you wanted a full on 100% playthrough, you're not going to find it here, so sorry about that, but hey. I'm gonna try and make this LP as streamlined as I can. I don't know how frequently or how often I'll do not side missions, but these extra acts, but I'll try and sprinkle them throughout the playthrough, so it's not just the main story you're seeing throughout the whole thing, but I'm not also gonna bore you with side content, so there's a good balance. I'm gonna try doing a good balance as much as possible, so hopefully you guys enjoy that, because I don't see a lot of LPs cover the extra acts in the game, which is kind of sad to me because I really enjoy them. Of course, they're not like the best. They're not like the savior of gaming, or I don't even know. They're not like the greatest thing to ever exist, but they are pretty well designed, and they're really fun to go through, all things considered. So I kind of makes me sad that a lot of LPs just skip on them. So that's mainly why I want to show them off because they do have some interesting level design and whatnot, and they also have quite a bit of platforming. So if the normal day stages aren't your cup of tea, try out the extra stages because they have a lot more to offer in terms of challenging platforming and just challenging level design, layouts and whatnot. And they even offer you, well, actually no, I was thinking about the DLC. What I was thinking about was that DLC packs give you some alterations in the stages, both day and night, where they'll basically make the stage harder and make you go to some areas you didn't go to before, and change some things up pretty drastically. So yeah, I'm gonna be showing off all of that as like bonus content after Eggman Land and the final boss and whatnot. So yeah, I'm gonna be sprinkling out the extra stages throughout this main playthrough, and after we finish the main game, we'll be going through all of the DLC stages. So yeah, this is gonna be a pretty lengthy playthrough. So hope you guys stick around for it because it's gonna be a very long ride, and we're only at Spagonia at night. Like, yeah, it's gonna be a pretty long adventure. Now I'm not gonna guarantee that I'm gonna get everything in game. Like I think I just screwed myself over. I don't know if I can get the VHS tape anymore. So I saw one over there, but don't know if I can get back up here. You hear a werewolf, which is a nice little detail. Okay, can I do this? Wait. Nope, completely blocked me. Alright, whatever. We can just go on. I'm not really fast. And I should really use the combo more, like the critical attacks more. Right, there we go. And the first one of Rooftop Run. Now, every enemy has a different critical attack animation. They don't, like the ones for an enemy never change. Like the robot ones will always be the same, and these guys will always be the same. So yeah, you won't be seeing any different critical attacks for the same enemy, which is a little bit disappointing. Like maybe it would have been cool to see like maybe 3 different animations that play at random for each enemy, but hey, because if you do want to get a good ranking on the night levels, you're gonna be using this technique a lot. So yeah, it's a little bit disappointing, but what are you gonna do? At least they look cool, but it gets a little bit tiring seeing the same ones over and over and over constantly. But hey. But at least this version has them, when the Wii version has bugger all. Like no hate on the Wii version, but it was missing a lot of stuff. I think I said this in the previous episode, or no, I'm not sure when I said it, but I remember saying that the Wii version cut out 2 full continents. That being Missouri, where you only have a boss in the Wii version, and Empire City, which we won't see for a while, but it still boggles my mind that they cut those stages out. Like, I don't know, I would have loved to have seen those 2 stages in the Wii version, because as you know, the Wii version has completely different level design, so I would have loved to see what they would have done with that. Especially Empire City, considering that's not in the game at all. Like, I think some people say that maybe it could have been due to console restrictions or whatever, and I think that's complete bullcrap. Like, I'm pretty sure they'd be able to fit in 2 more continents, because Galaxy, there are a lot of games that are much bigger than Unleashed Wii. Like, look at the Galaxy games. Look at, like, Skyward Sword and whatnot. Those games are freaking massive compared to Unleashed Wii, so I don't think that's the case at all. It also doesn't help the fact that the Werehog is extremely limited in its combat, so that makes it even more or less likely for that to be the case. But hey, that's just me. Like, I don't work at Sonic Team. I don't know what went through their minds when they thought to cancel, when they thought to cut those two continents out. But yeah, not a terribly huge loss per se, but still a little confusing all the same. I would have loved to have seen them in the version, considering it's the one I played. I don't know if I played it the most overall, because I have played this version a lot since I got a PS3 and this game, so I don't know. Like, overall, this is the much better version in my honest opinion, but the Wii version still has its ups, don't get me wrong. I still really enjoy the Wii version, but when it comes down to it, this version is easily the better one. Like, it balances out day and night really well. Like, there isn't like a super big amount of night levels compared to day levels in this version. Whereas in the Wii version, you have a day level, and then you get at least three night levels, and that's just ridiculous. So yeah, this version is just a lot more fun to play in my honest opinion. Like, again, no discredit to the Wii version or anything, but yeah, this is just a lot better designed. I feel like it feels a lot more fleshed out in the long run. Alright, let's get down there. 20,000 points. Yeah, you always want to do critical attacks with the big mini bosses, because they give you a lot of points for that. So yeah, don't want to pass that up. You don't want to pass that up. Anyways, though, I haven't really talked a lot about this stage here. Spagonia, or Rooftop Run Night, I should say. Well, there's the village name and there's the stage name for every continent. Spagonia has Rooftop Run Night, and well, this isn't my favorite night stage in the game, but it's definitely it is definitely pretty fun to go through. Like, there's some interesting platforming ideas. Like, we have to go up a clock tower, I believe, and there's going through the little towns and whatnot, and going through the buildings, and like exploring through the little town locations. That's pretty fun. Like, I do enjoy this stage. Like, I think it's the turning point of the Werehog for me. Like, Avatars, it was fine for what it was. Didn't do anything too extreme. Like, it was pretty standard, all things considered, and it really didn't try too hard to do anything like crazy. And Missouri, well, I've already said why I didn't really enjoy that stage before, so I'm not gonna bore you and say why again. So yeah, like, I don't hate Missouri Night. It's just easily the weakest stage in the game for me. But yeah. But Spagonia Night, though, I feel this is like the first really, really good, well-designed night stage. Like, I don't feel the combat is tedious. Like, there's a lot of combos to do. Well, the enemy variety could be better, as we all know. But hey, for what there is, it's decent, and it really, I really do enjoy the level design in the night stages, like from this point on. Like I really don't understand why. Well, I really don't agree, I should say, with people that just don't enjoy the werehog at all. Like, I can admit that maybe they could have toned down the amount of enemies you fight, but even... sorry about that. Gotta worry, gotta be careful of how hard I click the trigger buttons. But yeah, I just don't agree with the fact that people just hate the werehog, or just think it's like the worst thing to ever exist in the Sonic franchise or anything. Like, I'm not saying you have to love the werehog, I'm not saying you have to enjoy this playstyle, but no, I enjoy the werehog quite a bit. Like, it has its flaws, it's definitely not perfect, but I'll be damned if I said I didn't like it at all. Like, this is really not the best. This isn't like the best beat 'em up I've played. Like, I've played and seen much better beat 'em ups that are more fleshed out and whatnot, but that doesn't mean I can't have some enjoyment here. Like, that might be because I have some like just appreciation for just having a really fun beat 'em up game, but I don't know, I feel that the werehog is bashed on a little bit too much, but hey. So, if you guys think anything different of the werehog, then please let me know, because well, if you do hate the werehog, then tell me why. Like, I'm not saying you have to like it, but if you don't, let me know why, because I'd be curious. You want to make sure you look out for these colored doors I'm breaking, because if you find doors like that, that means you can break it and walk into the one room house. Like, this one's easy to miss, so like, I don't understand why these homes have like one room. Like, are we missing something here? Like, I don't know. Right. Again, I'm making these stages a lot longer than they'd normally be, but hey, that's because I'm going for as many medals as possible. I should probably talk a little bit about the medals. I've already explained what they do. Like, some medals unlock day stages, and moon medals unlock night stages. Pretty self-explanatory. A lot of people aren't too keen on this aspect. Like, they prefer going through stage to stage with no interruption and whatnot. And while I agree with that for the most part, I've never had that many problems, if at all, with the Sun and Moon medal system. Like, it doesn't really need to be here, but I can't get angry about it either, because I've never had an issue where the game's like, oh, get 20 more Sun medals, otherwise you can't play this stage. That's never really happened to me. Like, I know a good amount of people that have had those issues happen to them, but for me personally, I never had that issue. Two main reasons. As you all know, I grew up with collectathon type games, so the nature of collecting things, just at all, that's pretty much ingrained into my brain, really. Like, oh, there's stuff to collect. I'm I'm gonna try and explore and find as many of these things as I possibly can. Like that's my mindset when I'm able to collect things, you know? Like, some people may not enjoy that, and it doesn't really need to be in a Sonic game, so yeah, I can see why people would hate it, but for me personally, I've never had any issues with it, but I will admit, it is kind of unnecessary, but hey. It's nothing I will lose my sleep over, but that wouldn't be said for a lot of the people that have, like, had problems with it. I'm getting smooth metal. I can't remember where every medal is in every stage, but I'm mostly gonna be trying to find them in the night stages. Like, I don't know if I'll be able to find all of them, like I said, but hey, I'll do what I can. Anyways though, let's kick the crap out of this guy. Alright, I thought I just did that on the little crocodile dude. Oh, also, one other thing I should point out, you can't critical attack weak enemies. Like, you can't critical attack these crocodile dudes or the little genie floaty guy things and stuff like that. Those guys you're gonna have to leave. You're gonna have to fight them normally. So yeah, right, I don't think there's anything down here, but I really like this part of the stage where you have to go up this clock tower. We're going up Big Ben, and this is what I would have liked to have seen more in the Werehog. Like I said, I do enjoy the Werehog, but I kind of wish there was a little bit more platforming sprinkled around. Like, I don't think it's as balanced as it could be, but the platforming that's there, I enjoy. So, and be careful, because if you fall from this height, I believe it does count as a death. So try not to be too reckless here. Right. So I can go here, get this sun medal, and there we go. I was afraid the reticle wasn't gonna show up, and I was gonna have to die. But thankfully that didn't happen. But yeah, that's another thing. In some instances, the reticle on objects that you should be able to grab onto won't appear for whatever reason. There's a specific moment this happens in Chunan Night, which I'll get to when I get to it, but thankfully it's not too often that it happens, but when it does, it really becomes aggravating, because you go through all the stage and you do pretty well, and then something like that happens and screws you over completely. Like, it's not often, like I said, but it's still annoying that it's even a thing that can happen. So, you see, Big Ben. And so, we turn this lever thing around. Do that. Turn the clock hands. Alright. I don't know if this is timed, but basically, we got these. Oh, that was a fail. I thought there was going to be something up there, so that's why I jumped up. But apparently not. Okay, so now we basically just shimmy along this path, and then go to the other side of the tower. And be very careful not to fall, because that's the last thing you want here. Right, there we go. That was really cutting it close. Right. I think we missed... There we go. I was afraid it wasn't going to register. Yeah, it can be pretty nerve-wracking when you're going over a bottomless pit. Thankfully the game was being nice to me though. Right. Take you out. Right. There we go. And we are done with Begonia Night. But first off, let's get these rings and whatnot, because you can never have too many rings. And there we go. And let's get the key. Yeah, that's how you do it. We missed one moon medal, but hey. Getting a lot of stuff, jeez. And look how much experience we have now, thanks to the chili dogs. Okay, so... I'm not going to bother with upgrading Sonic too much. So I'm going to be focusing on the Werehog mostly. Get strength up. And finally, let's get Shield. And give Sonic a little bit of love. And there we go. Ah. Okay, so we got a weird camera thing, and as you can see, this gate is closed again. And the reason for that is because if we go here, we disappear. But nah, seriously though, this cutscene happens, and these people have weird sperm things above their heads. So what's going on here? Yep, there's nightmares. Alright. So in the Wii version, it was like a really, really bad, like, river. I don't even know what it was. It was like some really cheap battle sequence where you just press a combination of buttons, like a quick time event essentially, and then you kill these, and then the game just kills these guys for you. Here though, you actually get to fight them. I don't know what that was up. What was up with the Wii version part of this fight, but yeah, it was pretty funny. Like they probably didn't know. They probably couldn't render the hub world. So they just said, screw it, let's just do this crappy thing. Which is pretty hilarious, but yeah. It's a very nice wall you have there. Yeah. Get a little bit of experience, but not a lot. Alrighty. Okay, so now that okay, well that was a weird transition. Okay, so essentially, we can purify people that have those weird sperm things above their heads. Basically, when you go up to someone and you talk to them and they have those things appear, you can press triangle, and it basically takes out the evil spirits out of their hearts or whatever. And yeah, not much else to say about it. I'm not gonna be bothering with that too much, because there's really no reason for me to show it off. I'm probably gonna do it a couple of times, but not that often. Like, don't expect me to do all of the exorcisms, but it's a thing you can do. And I did all of them in my main file, so there's that. Anyways though, I'm going to take a little break, and when we come back, I'll be continuing with Unleashed, and next time, I think it's time to go back to Abatos to do some extra mission, or extra stages I should say. So I'll see you guys next time for that, and I'll see you guys then. Peace out.